please remember that if you're with me, I don't know. I can't see you. So you're going to have to tell me that you're with me by saying hi. So if you're on the YouTube, you can chat there. You can super chat if you want. I always appreciate super chats. Help me out with my my lunch fund, if you will. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and chat as well. I'll be able to see that. I got my chat open, so please say hi. Let me know how it sounds. Also, I realized that last time I was pointing over here for my logo, but my camera's messed up, so I should have been pointing here to this empty space. I can't see it, but that is where it'll show up. So the last time I streamed about CAPOs, something happened with the stream. I ended up with like a 30-second stream or something like that, so I'm hoping that this works better. Using a slightly different thing on my camera, my phone, to make that happen. But I wanted to talk about CAPOs and the use of CAPOs and why you would want to use CAPOs. So I'm going to play something on my guitar. Let me go down a little bit. Look at that. Here's my guitar. I'm on my couch, by the way, in case you haven't guessed. All right. I don't know. Wonderwall. Alright, something like that. Let's say, I'll use my mouth. Let's say that that is not in a range that you can sing, or you can use a capo to kind of fix that. And I want to kind of say that there is no such thing as a lower key and a higher key. There are keys, songs within keys that maybe fit your range a little bit better, but there's no lower key or higher key. So to kind of prove that, I'm going to play an E major chord. I'm going to play all the E's that I can find quickly that are in the key of E major. So I got E. Okay. So that's a pretty low note. That's kind of a high note. You may or may not be able to sing that low and that high with a song that has some movement in it. So don't think of a low key or a high key. Keys don't really have a range. All the notes are generally, or all the notes you have here, some of those notes are going to be in every key. So that's just what it is. But you can slip the key so that the song fits your vocal range a little bit better. So in the case of Wonderwall, today you're gonna be the winner. Da 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 da. So let's say that that's too low for you. Well, you can take a capo and then put the capo on a fret, actually between the frets here, as long as it sounds good. So let's say that I'll move it up to the 3rd fret. I'm going to move this to the 3rd fret. I'm going to play my strings open like that to make sure they still sound good. And I'm going to use the same chord progression that I'm used to. So I played an E, a G, a D, and an A, right, with the suspension there at the top. So I'm going to do the same thing, using those same shapes. So here's my E. So a capo will let you change the key to match your vocal range a little bit better, and it'll make it easier for you to play. So I just, again, played the same chord shapes that I was playing with the open. Now I'm pretending that where the capo is where my nut is. Where my nut is, and I'm playing the same chords above that. That keeps me from having to do this. If I was playing down here, doing something like this. figure out. You can do that, but with a capo, you can use the same chord pattern, chord progression in a different key. Another thing you can do is this. Let's say that you're playing with someone and they're playing these chords: G, C, and then D. Let's not do that. Let's do G, C, and then F. So we got G, that's your chord progression. Well, obviously there I play with open chords. G, C, F. You can put the F like this, put the fifth on the bottom if you want to. Alright, so with the capo, if you know a little bit about theory, with the capo, you can take the capo and put it, again, I'm going to put it on the 3rd fret. I'm going to play my opens to make sure it sounds okay. And instead of playing a G shape, a C shape, and then an F shape, I'm going to play an E shape, an A shape, and a D shape. So that gives me my same chords using a different shape with a slightly different voicing. And because I like open voicings and different stuff, you can do an E major. Right? If you wanted to, you can move the A up here. D. You can do D sus2. So there's all sorts of things that you can do there with the capo. There are different types of capos. This is kind of like a trigger kind. It's got a little trigger on it. It has a little tension screw here. The thing with capos is that once you have the proper tension for a fret, you should not move the capo. I believe it's like around beyond 3 frets. There's like a 3 fret range for the capo before you might have to change the tension again. And that's because the neck thickness is going to be a little bit different sometimes on these acoustics. So the thickness here is going to be, maybe different than the thickness down there. So you'll have to maybe change the tension. I think the Kaisers come with like tensionless, those grips are tensionless, I believe. This is a Planet Fitness. This is a Planet Waves, I believe. Again, this is a trigger type. This one is an NS capo. It's really lightweight, really thin. The tension comes back here. It's not a grip style. So the way you have to do this is you figure out where you want to put your capo. Again, behind the fret. You position it by pushing on the back a little bit. By pushing on the back a little bit, it puts the back of the capo kind of where it needs to be to mount it properly to the shape of your neck. And then you can tighten this out. And again, you want to tighten just behind or behind the fret. Now this becomes your nut. Sounds good. And it works just the same, except you have the screw here that you have to screw down to provide the tension on the fretboard. The last kind that I have then, this is like, everyone thinks this is the golden standard of capos. This is the shub capo. I'm not a big fan of the shub, too many moving parts, and you almost have to be sometimes like a little marionette puppet guy to figure out how to use this thing. Essentially though, that becomes your new nut. That goes behind the neck, and then this is your tension. The way that this works is once you have this in the proper spot, like I think mine is set for the 3rd fret here. So I'm gonna push down on that, and I'll show you on the back. You squeeze that little trigger, and it pops right in. And then it stays, and then you have this here for this, I guess, range of 3 frets. Let's see if it works. Sounds good. So if you have a cool way or a reason for you to use a capo, put a comment down. Let me know. Let everyone else know. Someone else had already mentioned that what they like to do with a capo is to semi-capo. So I'm going to use this trigger type. Instead of clamp from the top, I'm going to get it from underneath. And I'm still going to put it down. Let's see, I'm going to go to my second fret here. But I'm only going to capo the first 5 strings there. So the bottom strings. Let's make sure that that sounds okay. Now when it's off centered a little bit, you're going to have some problems with some of these notes, so you have to adjust the tension a little bit. But essentially what this allows that person to do is to kind of almost play with quasi drop D. Which allows them to play a regular G chord. Can't find the harmonic. But anyway, that's something you can do. And I actually make capos to allow you to do that. There's a capo that is very selective. You still have to put the capo over the whole range, but it allows you to select which one of the strings that you want to clamp down on. One of them has like little rollers that you can roll in and out of the way. Some of them are just made to be short capos that you can just clamp on a certain section of the fretboard while still maintaining a good tension across the back of the neck. All right, so hopefully that worked. That's my thing on the capo. So again, if you like the video, please like, subscribe, share if you're on the YouTube. Hit the notification bell. That way you'll get notified every time that there's a new video. I'm just going to noodle for a little bit until my back hurts more, because my back's hurting, because I'm leaning forward, because I'm on my futon couch. I'm just going to noodle for a little bit. Oh, that was neat. What I've decided, I'm going to make a little contest out of this. So I got a review coming up on something that I got delivered. If you're paying attention and you're kind of also following along with me on if something got shipped to me or not, then you may or may not know what it is. Anyway, something I ordered from the Guitar Center. So I'll do a little giveaway with that, and what I just played there will be part of the clue for the giveaway. I'm back. I'm back up here now. So, in case you missed what I just played, let me play it again. Playing in the key of E flat. Alright, a little sloppy there because I had to lift my guitar up. But anyway, that'll be part of the clue to win the giveaway. I might have a few things to give away. You can win by answering my question, but you have to be in the US. The last time I did a giveaway, dude in Portugal won. And so I had to ship a guitar. Find a way to ship a guitar and an amp from the States to Portugal. Didn't work out too well. Luckily, my friends at Toman, thank you so much, was able to help me out to get this person some due treasure and spoils. All right, that's all I got for today. If you want to know something special, though, let me know, and I'll gladly do a video on it. I haven't been doing live videos lately because I've been working on the free piano course, which is why I'm on my couch, because over here I got stuff set up to kind of do some filming with some interesting stuff. So anyway, if you need some musical advice, you know where I am, people. All right, I love you. I got to find the button now. I think this is the button.